Hi, my name is CD Tom, and I'm the author of the SASS Premier scoring system. The scoring program is written in Microsoft Access, and the program comes with a runtime version of Access, so you do not need to own the program, Access program, in order for be able to use the scoring system. However, being a Microsoft product, the scoring system works well with some of the other products by Microsoft: Excel, Word, Outlook. Those are three of the big ones that the system does use in some of the advanced features. Word, for example, we do a lot of mail merging, where the program will create a file that can be merged into letters, so that you can send out, say you have a confirmation letters that you want to send out. The program creates a file that can be merged into those. Now comes with the program a lot of sample confirmation letters. There are in the SASS Premier directory, there's about probably 10 different confirmation letters that you can look at and modify to meet your needs, and then save those. Now, the way the letters are set up is they have to be in a certain, the naming convention is confirmation space letter, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up the line, whatever you want. So you can have 15 or 20 different letters in there. And when the system asks which one you want to do, you put in the number, like 1 or 2. It doesn't have to be a 1 and a 2. It can be like EOT 2015, but that would come after confirmation letter and then EOT 2015. Then when it asks you for the name, you would type in EOT 2015 or whatever you want to use it as. One of the other features that Mail Merge does, and those are packet labels. Packet labels, basically, if you're for your larger matches, if you do them, they create packet labels. There's two styles. There's a special style that puts all the information available in there. It gets whatever they've signed up for extras, their posses, their category. And then there's just one that just gives the category and the posse number and none of the extras. Those again all use the Microsoft Word. Now with Outlook, you can do a lot of mass mailings. There are some special email features that I will go through in your and later on in some of the other videos that show how to do mass mailings. Mailings can be done you can send out your match results to just the current match users, so that when they get back from a match, they can already have the scores in their inbox. The biggest thing, of course, is to make sure you get your emails from your shooters when your members, when you're setting up your database, and that way you can save a lot of time and money by emailing the information out to them. Some of the things that you'll notice, of course, on the main screen is there are boxes that have titles in them, and these all bring up either other menus or other options. So say we click on the match setup screen, you're going to get an option here that says, do you wish to clear the previous match? ? Yes, we'll do that. No will allow you to clear an individual match. No. Cancel. These are the only three options that we have. And basically the cancel does nothing. It will bring up in this one it'll bring up the match setup without doing anything to it. So by clicking the cancel, your match setup comes up and allows you to make any modifications once you've got say you've been registering shooters and you need to go back into the match setup and maybe enter the number of shots for your wild bunch stages. if you'll notice, anything that's raised has a raised box to it. If it's clicked, you will get an option. So say you click on the enter shooters per stage, you get a screen that allows you to enter the number of shots per stage for your Wild Bunch match. You also have tabs across in the middle of the screen here, which are different areas that you'll see. Now, if you'll notice, there are these raised options here allow you to change the match description. They'll normally come up with a warm-up, a Wild Bunch, Plainsman, and Black Powder. But you can make those anything that you want by clicking on them, and it'll ask if you want to change the title. When that title is changed, it'll also change in these options down here. These are your bonus times. So if you have bonus times you want to enter into your system, say you have a stage that has a bonus on it, you just click on these and then enter your bonuses. Stage number and eliminate stage, these will be explained further when we get into the setting up of a match and that so forth. You have the different tabs, you have additional options here. This is where you would use for your, if you're going to email out your backups, the system creates a zip file and then it will send it to this email address and it'll have this as the recipient's name. There are other options in here that we'll go over with those later too. So once we're done with that, we can click the exit button and that brings us back to the main menu. There are other options. If you look at the reports menu, you will see there are reports on the screen. These are pretty much the standard, but you also have a drop down. Anytime you see the little drop down arrow, that brings up additional information. Now there are lots of reports, too many to just put onto a menu, so we've created a list that shows them all here. You also have options that bring up other menus like extract information. If you do the extract information, you will see this is where Excel comes in. You can send these out to an Excel file where you can then manipulate them whichever way you want. There are different options to sending out extracts for emails. These create files that you can use to mail merge. Once again, you hit exit, returns you to the previous menu. Exit again, brings you back to your main menu. In your register shooter information, you have the drop down boxes also. Now you'll also notice on here that in your tabs across the screen you will see that you have the same match names that you put into your match setup are set up on these. Now you have a drop down list here, but if you start typing you will notice that it starts jumping and it'll jump to that whoever it is. And it's the same thing with your alias. If you start typing into the alias area, it'll work out. You also have additional shooters information in here. Tabs across. You click on the tab and it comes up with your additional shooters information. Once again, if you've made any changes, all changes will be done in this area for your shooter. This area is strictly, with the yellow, is strictly for selection. So if you wanted to change the name, you would change the name here. It is automatically changed in your database. You don't have to hit a save button. Anytime you exit, it is saved. If you register a new shooter, that information has been saved already. A lot of times say that you were entering information and you entered this and you were going to enter a new name and your system crashed on you. That name had been saved. So it saves it the minute you type into that information, it has been saved. So we can either register another shooter or you can go in and exit. Exit again, Just brings us back to the previous menu. One of the things, some of the other options you have in your reports, if you were to say do a master list, this brings up how do you, it's a resource for sorting. So if you want to sort by alias, you do that, and then it gives you more options. Do you want to print the current match shooters? No, we'll print the complete master list. The default is always be highlighted in blue. If we say no, then the complete master list comes up. At this point, you could create a PDF. If we said yes to that, it's created it, and it will give you a message where that file is located. The PDF file located in Cowboy Extract directory, and it gives the name. All programs that create a PDF will tell you where it's located and give you a name. All of them will be located in the Cowboy Extracts directory, and it will be given, it will show you the name of that over here. Now say you didn't do that, you have other options up here in the print preview section. Print preview, it gives you options of, you can go portrait, landscape, you can do a zoom, you can do 4 pages per sheet. You can also create a PDF or an XPF. We can just go, or you can just close it or print it. So either way, if we close it, it just goes back to here. Once again, the exit button exit for us. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, if you're adding new, say you have a new category you want to add to your database. You take and you scroll to the bottom and you enter a code. Now these codes have to be unique. That means you can't have 2 codes the same. You would just click in here, enter the code, put it in the description. Now you can also delete a code. But if you tried to delete a code and that code is being used in your registered shooters, it will not let you delete that code. You can't be deleting a code that someone's already signed up for. Basically, the delete button does that. You just highlight a thing, hit the delete button, and it'll go. Report sequence. This will put your awards report in any sequence that you want. So what you can do is go through, now of course any indented, I couldn't come up with the word, any indented code, if you hit that, it will automatically sort by that code. So it's a matter, and you'll see this in a lot of different areas that you can click on it. One of the other ones that has that in is in your Posse assigning. You have all these different options. You can sort by SASS number, you can sort by shooter number, you can sort by alias, and the request, and the Posse numbers. So there's lots of ways you can sort your state. So you can sort these any way you want them. Another one of the features of this, and this is all access, if you highlight into a field and you press the Control F, this will bring up a find and replace. Now normally we'll do a find. So say we want to find CD, and we'll just type in CD, and we don't want to look at, we want to look at any part of the field, not just that. So if you do that and then hit the next key, it says that this person doesn't, CD isn't in there. So we don't have CD Tom in there. We can look over in this section if you want to look in that section, and you go in, it's the comment section, and you want to look in there to see if someone has requested to shoot with him. No, there hasn't. But if, say, we're gonna, let's look for Cajun, we'll just look at Cajuns. We'll see if anybody wants to find him. Yeah, there's something. It'll just jump to that person. So this find is a nice way to go. Just make sure that when you're doing a match that you match for any part of the field, not just the whole field. Otherwise you wouldn't get everybody. Okay. Once again, you have options across the bottom of your screen. When you're done, exit will take you back to your main screen. Let me see, is there anything else? Oh, when you're doing and you're entering a new shooter, and you enter a shooter that's already in the system, that says that the SAS number is already on file. So that means that you got the wrong SAS. A lot of times maybe a shooter comes in and he doesn't know his SAS number. What you can do in that situation is enter his alias, enter the information, and when you exit, the system will tell you that there is no SAS number assigned, and do you want to let the system assign one. It will automatically assign one starting at, I think it's 800,000, so it's quite a ways up there, and then you don't have to. But when you're go back and say that shooter comes back now and wants to let's see if we have someone in here with an 80,000 number. Now let's see, we might, yeah, see all these numbers? Those are people that didn't have a SAS number. So say that he comes in and his name is, we'll say she's Buckshot Lady. So say that Buckshot Lady comes in and she has a new SAS number, and she gives it to you, and you type it in here, and it says the SAS number is not on file. Don't just automatically go and enter her as a new shooter. Look over here, and oh, there she is, Buckshot Lady. If we bring her in, then her new SAS number, you can just go into here. You don't change it up here. Remember, this is the selection criteria. Just go in here and enter her new SAS number here, and it will automatically change. So we'll just say that her new SAS number is, and now if you happen to, you'll notice that it changed. If you happen to key in a number that's already on file here, it's going to let you know that also. So now we can go 102136 if we do it that way. 10213, there she is, Buckshot Lady. So remember, when you're entering a shooter and they give you a SAS number and it's not a good SAS number, don't just automatically enter it as a new shooter. Look at it into your alias first. Once again, you can register or exit out, and out it goes. Well, I think that should basically cover most of the conventions or for the different things. So what I will do now is say goodbye and thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, please feel free to just email me, and I'll try to help you out in any way I can.